Hey guys, Alex, Bay Cities Construction. We're over here at our project in West Hollywood. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of doing limited demo discovery so that you know what you're getting into when you're contemplating a balcony remodel. This is the most extreme case that you're ever going to come across. So look at this. Guys, what you're looking at here is an extreme case of a balcony that is close to failure. You see the corner, there's missing wood. You see those bolts? All of the wood was rotten. That was 4 boards thick, and all that's left is 1 board. And then if you look over to the left, that where the handrail base is in the air, the entire rim board is actually broken. It's severed there. So in this scenario, this is a total rebuild. But the bigger point to bring up is that if you've got these balconies with people having a bunch of plants and a water source, either an AC unit or a bunch of plants over 15 years, you're going to get this kind of damage. And this is the worst kind of damage that we've seen, where we're almost replacing 80% of the balconies in this building. Because if you look down here in the courtyard, these are people's plants that were up in the balconies. So everybody had plants, everybody was watering their plants, and the balconies were all leaky. None of them were watertight. This is why it's so important to do maintenance on your balconies if you haven't done so. This is why it's important to do a limited demo discovery if you show signs of damage. You'll want to be able to see what the total damage is. Now for this, we're having the engineers draft a detail for the repair, because we are going to have to go inside of the units to replace the boards that are the floor joists that are damaged. So in this scenario, we're going to have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floor joists that have to be completely replaced. And that's basically a total rebuild, you know. These balconies definitely had signs of damage. There was staining in the stucco. There was some stucco that was popped. Rust around the light fixtures underneath the balconies. So there's definitely signs. The question or the issue was we didn't know how bad it was. We didn't do limited demo discovery on each one of the balconies. We did it on what we thought were the worst ones, and there were definitely some in the rear of the building that were bad. Pretty much all the ones in the rear of the building had to be replaced. Look, that doesn't mean that that's the scenario that you have, but what I'm telling you is that it is important to open them up so that the engineers can do a design. Now, we're not going to have to go back into planning and the whole thing with the city, because we have a lot of different repair options already included in the plans that were already approved. It's just a matter of which one makes the most sense for the geometry of how this structural framing is done. But this is how we approach it. This is what we think are best practices. For those of you that already have a balcony inspection report, remember, you're only getting a little, the guys that did the inspection only have a little 2-inch diameter, 1-inch diameter hole bored, maybe 1 or 2 holes per balcony. Depending on where they would bore here, it would look like it was a little bit moderate damage. You couldn't tell that it was horrific. If you zoom in to the inside of this board, it doesn't look that bad, but the outside is completely rotted. Right? Now, these hangers do look rusted and compromised. This corner piece, even this corner piece here, it looks a little discolored, right? But the outside is completely wasted. So you won't be able to see those little nuances with those little holes in the camera. The report, that structural report that you got, is based on, is there damage or no damage? If you have damage, you got to figure out how much damage. That's your next step. So that's how you should look at the report. It's not you cannot get full construction costs out of the reports. You have to open it up, see how bad it is, get a design done, and see how large the scope of work is going to be. Because if you have to go inside of the units to replace the subfloors, if you have to replace these boards, they go twice the cantilever into the unit. If you have to go inside to do the replacement, that's way more expensive than if you don't have to. If you only have to do the subfloor and not the rim, that's less expensive. So you have to just be able to open up enough stucco to be able to determine how bad it is. And in some cases, it may not be that bad at all. But that's the place to start, is to do a little demo discovery, open up that stucco, and assess the damage. Folks, if you own or manage a large portfolio building like this one, you need help. You need comprehensive help. You don't need just one person. You need a team of pros. You need an engineer, you need somebody to represent your city, and you need somebody that can come up with accurate pricing for construction, and somebody that can manage a large project like this. Like I said, this is about 30 some balconies. 75, 80% of them are going to have to be knocked down. And the question is, do you have somebody you can trust to do a project this big? My name is Alex with Bay Cities Construction. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've got a great team of professionals that can help you. If you have any questions or want to book a call with me, go to baycitiesconstruction.com, and I'll see you in the field.